Okie dokie, I just got back from a 10k race, so my body is dead. Now to destroy my mind also. Last time, what did I do? Last time wasn't when I did 2, was it? What was it? 5, I hadn't finished. I must have finished 5. What was 5? No, I had finished 5. Sorry, 4 I hadn't finished. I finished 4. Yes, the repeating shape, okay. I was thinking, I guess this one, there's quite a few puzzles that I feel are like a particular puzzle in The Witness. Towards the end of The Witness, there's like a particular puzzle, and there's a few times I've thought, oh, this puzzle is like that puzzle. But they're all a bit like it in slightly different ways. None of them are exactly the same as that. Although the one in The Witness makes it clear what the trick is that's going on, whereas these ones are a little hard to figure out. Anyway, so that was 4. 5 is done. 6 is where? Where even is 6? Where is 6? Oh, 6 is here. 6 is definitely not done. Pretty far from being done. Symmetry area, that's the main thing going on here. 6, 7. Looks like I got pretty far through. That's interesting, isn't it? So seemingly the shapes aren't too important because, as in, the particular shape isn't important because there's 4 here. I mean, so there is a symmetry going on, right? These are all horizontally symmetric. That one's not. Okay, let's clear them. Let's clear them out. This is one of those ones where there's only 2 things, though. First one is go through every shape. Yeah. So pretty much everything works here as long as I go through every shape. Same here. Is there a per shape symmetry? I just had this idea, like, right now. Of maybe, okay, so the first one isn't go through every shape. Is it the outside area needs to be symmetric? Surely these are things that have happened already. I just don't remember what happened between 6.1 and 6.6. So what is the first rule? It's not start and end of the shape. That seems to be when the drawn area is symmetric. Nope, because then that would work. All of these would work, but they don't. Does that work? Yes. Wait, is it just all circles? But there are no circles in the last one. It's not all circles. What is it? First one, highlight, please. First one's highlighted. First one's highlighted. First one's highlighted. Not highlighted. Hold on. Not highlighted. Not. Yes. Not. Yes. Is there anything special about circles? No, I don't have to go through all circles. So get that out of my mind. It's something to do with the shape that I'm drawing, I think, or the shape outside while I'm drawing. It could be the shape outside while I'm drawing. The unshaded space. But what about it? So that works just as well as like that, that. So it's just the shapes. It's the shapes of the areas. Oh gosh, that worked. Why did that work? That works. That doesn't work. So the same shape in a different place highlights the first dot but not the second dot. And extending that out, so it's not the shape, it's something else. What is it? Is it like shapes? The shapes within the line, or the shapes within the shaded area need to be symmetric. So it doesn't matter about the actual shaded area itself, but what's contained within it. But didn't this work? No. It works for the first one. What if I continue along that line? Like that? No. So that doesn't work. That does work. That's interesting. You're okay on those three, but not that one. You're okay if I do that, or that, or that, or that. Not that. Not that. I feel like 5 and 6 are the ones that are trying to tell me something. Well, they're all trying to tell me something, but these two are like very constrained, just a single row. First one highlights when I get to there. What if I start here? When I get to there. Isn't that interesting? This is like the opposite of the previous one. So this is all the circles are on the left, there's an empty space on the right. This is all the circles are on the right, there's an empty space on the left. And in this one, if I just start and end on the same thing, the right one highlights, the second dot highlights not on the first one, but on the others. And vice versa, over here, it's not on the last one, but it's on all the others. Like, as long as I don't go into that space, that one's happy. Because it's opposite the blank space? Do I reflect over? So horizontally reflect the blank spaces and they wipe out the other shapes or something like that? And I have to go through every shape that's left or something like that. But then that wouldn't be, how would that be split across the two rules? So that blank space is wiping out that square. These ones are wiping out that circle. So if I did something like, so yeah, this is fine. Basically, I just don't want to go through that circle because of the symmetry. So I don't want to go through that circle because of this symmetry. So you flip to nowhere, you're in the middle. You flip to there. So, I think I got it. I'm not quite sure how the rules are split up. So this is 5 and 5, so those two are gone. And that one's gone. So, I've got it. Not quite sure how the rules are done. Maybe we can figure it out afterwards. Well, here there's no... I just have to give them all, right? Everything... Nothing would wipe anything out. That reflected over goes to there. That reflected over goes to itself. That to there. That to there. So there's something else to this. If I like made that not symmetric, that was a symmetric shape, but if I do that, it's still fine, yeah. Is there a significance to there being arrows now? That would be weird to suddenly change that, wouldn't it? There wasn't really a significance to the squares and circles, I don't think. Oh, I guessed it. I don't want to guess it. Why not going through those? Is there something like if the column has a blank space in it on any row, the symmetric side of it, the like flipped over horizontally column, also must not have any, like you pretend the shapes aren't there. So that would work for all of these because they only ever had shapes on one row. For here, it would mean, well no, that would mean that those are wiped out. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. You flip to U, gets rid of U. It's not about going through one particular shape and not the other shape, because here I've gone through both. Does flipping horizontally mean something as well? What was the weird shape I got somewhere? It was like on this one, that. I mean, that's fine. Yeah, I can see why that would work under my current understanding of the rules. Since I get there, it's fine. Right, because... No, wait, what's the rule I'm thinking of? I'm thinking that the reason I don't want to go through that circle is because the space that's symmetrically, or horizontally symmetric to it is empty. That doesn't mean I shouldn't go through that space, yeah, right. Can I figure out what the two rules are? So which is the one? So here I don't think I can test it, like the horizontal symmetry one, because there aren't any spaces that will do it. Neither could I do it here. Except that maybe that will tell me something about verticality, if that's ever interesting. But I'm going to guess that this one will not highlight when I go into the square, but anywhere else it will. Yeah. Similarly, if I go in here, it won't. Here it will. Here it won't. Will. Well, this is the one I tested a lot. So was that one. So here, if I go here, it won't be good. Here. Like I've got that rule, clearly. What about the first rule? What's the first rule about? Doesn't matter what shape I do. The problem is that the problem with this one is I can't get the first rule to fire other than in a valid solution. I think figuring out this first rule is going to be the key here. First rule fires. Because obviously it doesn't care about the fact that I'm going through this space, because that's what the second rule's about. First rule fires. If it doesn't fire, doesn't fire, doesn't fire, does fire. I mean, go through every other shape. I mean, that's what that could be. As soon as I go into that, yep, as soon as I go to there, it's still fine. I think let's just go through every other shape. So then what on earth is going on with this last one? First rule is go through every shape that isn't symmetrically opposite to that is symmetrically opposite to another shape. And the other one is don't go through shapes that are symmetrically opposite to a blank space. Because, yeah, you need both of those. You can't just have one. The other one's not implied by the other. Okay. You are symmetrically opposite to that. Therefore, I should go through you. You are symmetrically opposite to yourself. Therefore, I should go through you. Which was true for, like, this. I don't get this one. If we just go through those two, we're good. For some reason, those two aren't allowed. As soon as I go into them. Yep, just those two. Why? Oh. Is the more specific rule it has to be symmetrically opposite its own shape? Oh, that's just sneaky. It only applies in that last puzzle. Ugh. I think that's what that is. Okay. And this is symmetrically opposite itself, this is symmetrically opposite itself, but these two are different shapes. Yeah, okay. I don't think I'm a fan that that's the last puzzle. Because to discover that rule, I have to experiment again. Therefore, I'm experimenting on the last puzzle and I'm going to solve it accidentally. That's a bit weird. There should be another follow-on one from that, I think. Anyway, 6, 7, 6, 8. That's what comes after 7. Okay, I was thinking a second ago, is it possible there could be a level where my shaded in region and the region outside have to in some way be symmetrically related to each other? That hasn't come up yet, I don't think. Okay, squared square works. 4 rules. That's actually, that might be helpful. That works as well. That doesn't work. Second one is don't go through squares. Circles, sorry. First one is go through all squares. Yep. Third one, I don't know. Fourth one might be to do with 180-degree rotational symmetry. Could be. Okay. Stick with this. Right. But then it could be to do with the rotational symmetry of the shapes themselves. This might be what I was trying to think about for the previous one. Like, rather than my shape mattering, it's just symmetry of the remaining shapes. Okay, that only does the first two. What if we do this? Okie dokie. Theory, this. The shapes with the circles in are rotationally symmetric to each other. That's always been the case. So we're going to have 2 regions with circles in. can I just like... What is that one? Oh, what if I'd gone down? Okay. I'm going to work on this premise. So something like... Okay. Is my shaded in region also? No, it doesn't have to be symmetric at all. I think the third one then was about there not being any leftover space. Like, basically all regions must have a circle in them. And then the last one is all outside regions must be rotationally symmetric. It may also include where the positioning of the circles within that rotational symmetry. At least so far that's been the case. So to make you and you rotationally symmetric, so we're going to have to split you up. I also have to go through every square. Like that. Okay. Split them into pairs. Maybe you and you to go together. We'll go like that. No, because I can't do it on the other side. What about this? Okay, cool. Isn't this just like the no. Okay. There's 3 of them. Oh, so is the rule going to be, there's like a couple of ways this could go. If the positioning within the region matters, then I'm going to be doing 3 regions here. I wonder if I could have done 4 completely, I don't think I could have drawn it. Like 4 completely isolated circles here. But assuming I could draw it, would that have succeeded? Similarly here. I'm going to go with, I need 3 regions here. I'm going to start with that one. Again, the last puzzle is making me have to learn a new rule, or a new aspect of the rule. It's not possible for me to like put them each in a... Potentially could do 2s like this. Okay. But maybe they all have to be different, but then I couldn't do that shape at least. Because 2 of them are rotated the same way. But then if they're rotated 90 degrees, they touch each other, so then... Okay, so let's work on the idea that maybe the shape, the position of the circles within the shape doesn't matter that much, so this... Nope. Oh, they're not rotationally symmetric. Can I make it? Yeah. Okay, does not work. Not too surprising. I'm trying to figure out what this last bit of the rule is. Wait, what if they're all together? Or all separated? Is that even doable? Like in single spaces? In fact, we'd know they don't have to be different orientations because, like, I mean, do these count as different orientations? It's not possible to put them all separate, right? No. So what do I want? And it's also definitely not possible to put them in a region together. Interesting that there's no squares in this one. What about something like this? Probably not for the same reasons before. Okay, so let's assume they have to be different, but that doesn't make sense for the other thing. Like different rotations, but okay. Is there some way of doing that? Possibly like with L shapes or something. You like that, but then the other one like that, but then they're touching each other. They'd have to be pretty short shapes. You like that, you like that. You like that? You like... No, I don't think there's any way of doing that. Pretty sure it's not possible to... In fact, it's definitely not possible, right? Like, entering here, how would I hit all three of these spaces? That one, and that one. Unless I start in here. But I have the same problem on this side. Yeah. Okay. What if they are rotationally symmetric to each other, but at least there is a circle in the matching position? Well, that doesn't work. Of course. Isn't this cleared a solution? This is fine. Maybe? Can I have one? They do all have two. But then this is the one that's trying to mess with me. Because there's three circles. They can't go, like, it can't be a two thing that's horizontal. I mean, that's the thing. Any shape, any larger shape here ends up sticking out like this. And if it does that, then these are going to stick out like that as well. Unless it's like this, and then like that. Oh, okay. Fill those four in. I mean, yeah, L shapes are not the worst, but they are. They're also the worst. You like that. You like that. Like, yeah. How would you go? You go like that, I guess. There's always going to be one that ends up touching the others. I think the point they want me to realize is that these are all, like, if I rotate this, the circles are in the same place. But how do I do a similar thing here at all? Yeah, the cleared solution is a solution. There we go. Click the star. Like, in what way could I have, like, a shape that comes off here? Obviously, it doesn't go there, it goes there. No. Yeah, it's an impossibility. Like, if one of them goes like this, then the other one goes like this, then the other one goes into that shape. And one of them, like, two of them are going to hit each other. So it's not possible to put them in three separate regions with the same rotational shape, but not repeated. So what is possible? I mean, that is clearly the only property that's going on. It's just that this is the only one where I can test. How do I deal with 3? I mean, I could potentially test somewhere else. What happens if the dots are not aligned on the corresponding shapes? Where could I test that? Can I even test that? What happens if that's filled in? It shouldn't work, right? Until I fill in that. But there's no like larger shape that I could do over these that I... Well, except... Hold on, so if you're that shape, then it's just the same. That's gonna work. Yeah, I don't know if I can test any other solution. Like, yep. That's not doable with these two. So haven't I just confirmed to myself that I can't do 3 separate shapes, unless they're all going to be singles, which I also can't do. Right? Yep, exactly. One of them ends up being in a 2. And sure, I can make 2 and 2 and 2. That's not good enough. Maybe it doesn't matter if they're joined. That would be weird, but... Oh wait, that's going to join them. Oh. Right. As expected. I already tried this one. No, not this one, this one. Do they have to be 180 degrees from each other? That might be a requirement. In which case, maybe this is the one where I can test the corresponding positions. Could I make like a 3 shape here and a 3 shape there, such that this one's on the middle space of the 3? So that means I'd have to start there. Now they're both going to be on the... Like, potentially I could do it by ignoring some of the other rules. In fact, why don't I do that? Yes. So it's the 4th rule that I care about. So I can just ignore the others. So that's fine, apparently. Because they're... The position of the circles in the shape does not matter. These are just rotationally symmetric. These are rotationally... Oh, these are rotationally symmetric. This is... These are rotationally symmetric. Wait, ooh. I guess the 3rd rule captures that and that. Positions of the circles doesn't matter. It's purely all the shapes rotationally symmetric. Yes? But then why doesn't that work? So it has to be 180 degrees. Okay, maybe that's what I'm missing here. It has to be 180 degree rotational symmetry. Because yes, that is true for all of these. Okay. In which case... 2 things and somehow... So if these 2 are going to be joined, or like that, I guess, but then that wouldn't work. These 2 are going to be joined, and then 180 degree symmetry would need to... Well, it could be like that. No, it could be like that. Nope. Like that 180 degrees around. No, that, yes, like this. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh, just like figuring out that last little detail in that rule was kind of tricky. With only one puzzle to experiment with as well. But no, I guess the key thing to realize there is I can experiment with one of the dots. I like how I mean, I haven't realized this just now. I've been doing it a lot during the game. It's just I keep forgetting that I can do it. But yeah, I can use one of the dots and just ignore the others. If I know which dot it is that I'm testing, I can just ignore the others. Okay. Whew. All right. At least we're getting somewhere with 6, but it's not all gone very quickly. So we'll have to see if we can finish it next time, I think. But I've unlocked the question mark one, so I'm looking forward to see what that's all about. Okay, 6-9 next time.